It worked. Hey, hey, everybody. How are you? And just please let me know if you can hear me. I don't. I didn't push the right button. Now, can you hear me? Because no wonder this thing over here was flashing. I didn't push the right button. Hey, Krumel. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Brazy. Thank y'all for being here. Um, Let me just say, I'm gonna start with. It's just showing here right now. I hope, but it doesn't matter. Just this is probably going to be a rough live for the month after everything that's taken place today. Just be on the lookout and keep it safe. Please. And what does our thing say? Hang on, let me get it. I'm back here alone. Right there. That goes for y'all too. Yeah. I mean, if you see anything and just red light. Hey, Tiff. Just say red light, and y'all can watch wherever that came from and go back around there and get my attention. Whatever you got to do. Just think it's gonna be. It may not be anybody here. It may all still be like I was earlier, laughing and who knows. Glad I come into my mental health channel. I need it. What in the heck? Hey, NJS, how are you? So, I said Colonel Barbie, Brazy, Tiff, NJS. I'm trying to see it. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Uh, I'm gonna take that off of here just because it bothers me. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna give it a minute, but I was gonna ask how'd your day go? How's everybody's day went or night or wherever you're at? And yeah, hair had to go up Southeast Texas with. Oh man, my watch is in there. Crap. Let's see. This is ridiculous. My phone updated, and when it did, it screwed up everything for me. This is not what I like. Okay, so it's 68 degrees. Yeah, hi Tamber. Y'all, it's 68 degrees, but it feels like 74. Hey, Lori. That's why I'm sweating to death. I mean, it's really 68 outside. It feels like 74. We got 73% humidity. That is why I'm sweating to death over here. Please, no rain. Ooh, we might be getting a little cold front. Hey, y'all up north, what y'all do? 64 is the high and 56 is the low. This is not weather for May. Wow. I don't know. I seem to like cold weather lately. So, how are you, Timber? Um, I don't know how to say this. Um, because I have to be careful with my words because they don't come out right. Um, damn brain fog. Uh, I had mental health 101 and a little slideshow prepared and everything, but then screw the slideshow because I can't get it to work on my computer. It looks really good on my phone though. Maybe I stopped doing that. And but it was just kind of going over just like I named it, mental health 101. I'm gonna go back and put in the description. I need to go back and put some stuff. But I mean, we're all advocates for mental health. Everybody does what they can. You're. I mean, this is such an awesome place for me to be right now. Just looking at y'all because y'all do a lot, and I appreciate it. I just want y'all to know that. And I thought, well, since we're helping and we're the voice and the choice and advocates and everything else we can be, um, we need to know what we are, right? So I just was going to go over quick because I've got to do a hard stop tonight. This day has been exhausting mentally. So, oh yeah, right, Tamper, yeah. That's how I feel with this humidity right now. I'm like, it's like I cannot breathe. Oh, Barbie, 94. Wow. Yeah, Lori. I saw Lori. Hey, Lori. Um, so I didn't know how many people would come and probably think that it was so boring. Mental Health 101. It's really not. It's really just an outline. And I was going to try to share it with y'all, but me, it didn't email to me. I don't know how to use Canva, and I think that's what I used it in. And then I downloaded it to my phone, and I can't find it to email it to myself because I don't have Messenger on this computer. I do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh well. So wait a minute, Tamara, what you say? I feel like I was forced into mental health advocacy with my family. However, I'm very glad I have the knowledge because it saved friends of mine. Yes. And mental health is like, I mean, it's like anything else, you got to learn the basics. You have to know what you're doing to learn the basics before you can, I mean, you got to learn to swim, before you jump in. And nothing makes me prouder than to see someone standing up, advocating for mental illness, stopping the stigma, and all the while actually know what they're saying. So that's kind of really neat when you see that because most people just start throwing stuff out there that you're like, no, no, sorry, it's not. Criminal, that's how I feel with one working lung. Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah. But see, Tamara, that's you. I mean, we say at my job, um, and I guess I got it from my mom because she used to say all the time, a little bit of knowledge will kill somebody. And I flip that, because she's an RN. She's like, we have people that come in, employees that come in that sometimes, I mean, they don't work out, but they think just because they know a little bit about something that they know everything. So I kind of have used this about 4 times today. I think it's um it's better to be thought of a fool and remain silent than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Sorry, I've just been having to say that all day, every day today. Um, so what like Tamber knows a little, and on the side of that I say a little bit of knowledge for mental health goes a long way. It doesn't hurt. I mean, truly. So I always flip it around on her. She don't like that. But so I'm sorry that I have to look down at my phone. Like I said, I've got it here. I just couldn't get it there. But it's fine. Uh, if it wasn't a technical issue, it wouldn't be mental health matters. So I just own it. And I am back here by myself. So please, if you have a question or comment, I mean, right now I can see everybody, but just in case I miss somebody, please just put question or comment or something or just something. I'll try to start. Let's see. Okay, so when I made this PowerPoint, what I had in mind was going back to the basics because, like, what do they? Well, we used to say, "Keep it simple, stupid," but you can't say that anymore. I don't know what they say in place of it. Thank you, Barbie. I appreciate that. Um, so I'm not real sure what they say in place of that. But I'll go with it. So we can't use keep it simple. Oh yeah, it's keep it simple, silly. That's what they are doing now. Throw us all off. But anyway, so I go back to the basics and keep it simple. Just a broad overview. No, nowhere near having to spend bogged down in the weeds with these. So, uh, just the spectrum and overview of mental illness and their subtitle. I mean, I have subtitles, but they're breaking down stigma through knowledge, and that's what I always say: knowledge is power. Yeah, and there's no truer statement. Knowledge is power. If you know, you know, and makes you the smartest one in the room. And like I said, if I'm not the smartest person in the room, I'm gonna go find somebody that is. It's the running joke between me and my mom. Um, but I guess it would. Let me go down here where That same thing. Gotta get where I can read it. Okay. So number one is what is mental illness? I mean, truly, and we're probably not going to have very many people in here. I don't look like I. It's fine. Um, Mental illness is a broad. It's just a broad condition. So I mean, if you want to break it down into, you have subcategories, and then you have stuff that's involved in the subcategories. So, um, and it's a broad range of conditions that impact a person's thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and mood. Um, which is so true. Uh, and it's a full moon tonight, by the way, squirrel. Tomorrow night on Mother's Day, we get a full moon. How beautiful, said no healthcare worker ever. I promise you that. Um, okay. So it can impact. Hey, Nicole, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Um, so it's not a sign, having a mental illness is not a sign of weakness. That's the first and foremost thing that I really like to push. It's not a character flaw. It's nothing like that. Nothing. Hey, yeah. Oh, girl, look at me. It is 60 something degrees outside but it feels like 74 because the humidity. I'm dying down here. Ooh, thank you for stopping by though, and y'all did amazing. I appreciate you. You did amazing. Yeah, supper was late too. Um, and thank you so much. Uh, so some of these conditions can interfere with yeah, it's full moon time tomorrow night. Tomorrow night on Mother's Day. Oh yeah. I might as well just go get somebody, bring me to work, and just sit there. That's cool, Lord. Work in a mental health facility during a full moon. You won't ever like it again. But yes, y'all visit Hef's shop, please. I mean her channel, Hef's channel. Please, it is just please when you get through, just go give her a good subscribe, please. And everybody else, y'all know to put your channels up. I don't have to freaking tell y'all put your channels up. Yeah, I have. Oh, thank you. I still tell everybody, put your channels up. If you can't make the link, just put it in a module do it. Don't have to ask here. You never have to ask here. Hey, Brian, put your channel in the chat, and then the mods can take it and turn it into a link or pull the link. We try to help. I want everybody to succeed. Yeah, the moon. Yeah, that's what I said. I look at the pretty moon, said no healthcare worker ever. Never. Oh. Okay. Now let's see. Because I can't pull it up on the screen. Not much on there right now, but my hand has been forced. Nope. You know what? I'm gonna message you when I get through with this because it's not long. But if you don't mind, I mean, if y'all are busy or whatever, it's fine. But I was gonna message you. So I was almost late, and I was. Then I said, no, I better not. I better wait because I will be late if I say if I start messaging you. Then so, uh, you're having an open mic. Oh, really? Okay. Well, we'll rush through this then, Brian, and then I can email. I can try to. Okay. Thank you. Oh, you did have, yeah, yeah. Me too. Uh, so yes, I will message you soon as I'm through. And we will hurry because Brian is doing 35 minutes. Brian, you got to keep me telling me what time it is. You know, ADHD, no time, no sense of time. Okay. Thank you, Tamber. So, and I will do this once again after I get the PowerPoint back wherever it uploaded to. I think to the cloud. Wait, maybe that's where it's at. I don't know. God help me. My, yes, in 35 minutes, or he's gonna tell me, Brian, make sure I know. And Nicole, I, oh, all right, you're my next email. Next one. um, so let's see where I'm at so I can hurry up. Mental illness is not a sign of weakness yet. Rather, it results from a complex combination of genetics. That's the number one thing. What is it the number one thing of? ADHD. for everybody that was on the panel or saw that last night, and it was a true freaking dumpster fire with ADHD non-medicated adults upon there. Oh my gosh. But I had the greatest time, and it was so nice to just sit and relax and have them here. I mean, it was really nice, even though I had some people still emailing me today's how much they couldn't keep up. I'm like, okay, I made an outline. That's all I could do. Um, thanks, Brian. Thanks. Um, so genetics, biological, psychological, and environmental influences. This is all, you know, this is what it, I mean, this is, you go through any of this and it results in the mental illness. In the major categories, like I said, I'm going to rush through them. The major categories of mental illness, okay, it can be grouped together into major categories to help us better understand their unique and overlapping features. These categories are not rigid. Many symptoms and experiences span across multiple types. In this presentation, we're going to explore some of the key categories, okay? But every single person is an individual, and you have to come first. You can't just be, it's not a one size fits all. And this is only my opinion only. I am not practicing medicine. I am not doing anything. I am giving my opinion. Okay, yeah. All right. I get that out there. Especially now. Let's see. So here you go. Mood disorders. Anybody? You don't have to say yes. But does anybody know anybody with a mood disorder? Which is borderline. No, that is something personality. Let's hang on me. So the mood disorders are that major depressive disorder, bipolar, and thank you, persistent depressive disorder, and it's chronic low mood lasting for at least 2 years. Yeah, and the bipolar, it's you Tamara. Yeah, you are. Yes, you do. And that's what I'm saying. I know everybody knows somebody like and I did look it up. It is 1 in 4. That's the updated one. 1 in 4 people know uh, will get a mental illness in their lifetime, and 1 in 3 people will know someone that has a mental illness. So it's not as uncommon with this stigma as they try to make it. Um, and y'all know I can get on a rant, so I got to stop. um, but yeah, the bipolar disorder, intense mood swings between mania. That's when you're out spending all your money and not realizing it. Um, and then yeah, it's a struggle, and it really is. Yes, Barbie, you're right. I know I'm back here. Okay, yes, that's so true. Um, and then you have that depressive where you're low and sad. And I've watched the cycle for 21 years. I've watched them on my patients, like you could see them come in. You could see when they're starting that spiral, and usually they're going to be they're either going to be a manic. They usually are manic first, and then when they start crashing from that, because you can only remain manic for so long, even if you're unmedicated. I mean, and you're going to come back down, and then you'll be in that depressive disorder, that depressive stage where you sleep, don't have any energy, and then that's when bad things can happen if you don't get you hear feedback? Uh-oh. I don't know how to work this. Okay. Oh, that's got to go off because that's work. Okay, what about now, Nicole? Is that any better? Okay. God dang it, what am I doing wrong every time? Oh, well, that wasn't plugged in good. How about that? Was that better? I don't have anything else on what. I hope it didn't. It's better, Nicole. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. Yeah, if it ever messes up, let me know because I can switch to the other audio or whatever. But this is new. I just don't know how to use it yet, except to get it where I can do this. Okay, so anxiety disorders is another top. It's another. Come on, Kayla. Just quit. It's another major category. The anxiety disorders, and it's disorders that can cause excessive fear or worry that is difficult to manage and disrupts daily life. Okay. generalized anxiety disorder, um, persistent worry over various aspects of life. Then you have panic disorder, the sudden intense panic attacks with physical symptoms like rapid heartbeat or shortness of breath. And that's why oh my lord. Okay, so on this I have a problem. That's what they give all women when, not all, it's never all, but in my experience, even as the patient, not even a month ago, that, had a heart attack in the hospital. Okay, so to hear somebody tell you that it was just a panic attack, an anxiety attack, I said, I have anxiety. I was not. And right, I mean, I have anxiety. That's not what was going on. I was perfectly lucid and fine. I know exactly what was going on. I couldn't freaking breathe and my chest hurt. And then when I got my labs back the next morning, oh, Kayla's got troponin. Well, that shows it was a cardiac event. So I told him, please don't ever gaslight me like that again. That really made me feel bad because I was like, okay, women get accused of panic disorders, yet men they believe. I don't get it, and that's a real thing. And I'm not being all kind of feminist, but it's a real thing. Um, the panic disorders are, that's when that's what they were saying. Oh God, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Yes, panic attacks are totally different. Yeah, because it says the anxiety, but you have social anxiety, and then you have generalized anxiety disorder. Right, Nicole? Yeah. Um, the generalized anxiety disorder is persistent worry over your various aspects of life. But the social anxiety disorder, which is what I know is wrong. I mean, I have the anxiety disorder generalized, and that is because of the CPTSD. Just give me whatever labels you want. I don't care. Just fix me. That's what I tell them. Just fix me. So, but on the social anxiety disorder, that's what I know how that feels like. I literally know. Fear in being judged or embarrassed in social settings, and there's no reason for me to feel like that. It's just after COVID and we had to stay locked up so much that this is what it has evolved into. So yeah, it's rough. I had to go through that exposure therapy just to go to the grocery store again. Okay, so and then you have this is all of this is under anxiety disorders. You have specific phobias. It's okay. Phobia is an irrational fear. Uh, Intense fear of particular objects or situations. Everybody's got some kind of phobia. But I don't understand how you can say it's an irrational fear, which that's what the books say. I'm just saying, in real life, I don't know how you could say that a phobia is an irrational fear because I've always had an issue with that. I mean, people have agoraphobia. I mean, okay, so you're telling them that it's irrational. Well, it's not for them. So I just have a problem with the phobias because that irrational fear part. But it's what they have. So OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Um, yes, that's exactly right, Tamara. You know what they are. Thank you. It's not. I mean, I understand that that is the definition of phobia. It's an irrational fear, but it's not irrational. How can you put a blanket on that? You just can't because it's not it's not irrational to a lot of people. Um, but the obsessive compulsive disorder, repetitive unwanted thoughts and ritualistic behaviors. So I brush my teeth. I wash my hands every morning. I wash my fingernails. I rinse my hands. I'll use my towel, put it back up there, look again before I walk out of the bathroom. And my mother, it drives her insane. She goes, go through your ritual before we go anywhere. It's the real life. That's the real thing. That's what happens. And then you have post-traumatic stress disorder and either complex or childhood post-traumatic stress disorder. Ongoing distress after a traumatic event, including flashbacks and hypervigilance. It's more than just the habit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so the next big category, and this is my favorite, if I had to pick, is because after this one is the one I don't want. Wait, hang on, let's see. Barbie says, I have social anxiety and I can't handle large crowds. I'm not happy about staying at home and I hate when my house is crowded with friends or family. Not many people know that as I, yeah, no, I feel you. I literally feel you. Let's see, Brazy. My OCD is hand washing, cleaning bathroom, bleaching sink, kitchen sink daily. See, we all have that. We all have that. Like, I mean, everybody has, it may not necessarily be a phobia or OCD or something like that, but or well, OCD would be the big one, but I have a routine, and with brain fog and seizure brain and brain damage and whatever else you want to call it, I have to make it muscle memory. And if people start taking my bags out, like when I was going to work and they were coming to pick me up, um, and then I'm at the office and then I started loading my bags in my car, and I'm like, please, please, I know I can't carry them, but wait till I tell you because I have a routine to make muscle memory that I go to each thing. I know where it's at to look so I don't leave anything here. What do? I leave my phone charger because they started bringing my bag out. Something that simple. It's ridiculous. Hang on, Nicole. Yeah, it is. I'm glad you did that. You said that. Um, okay, yeah, pull that up real quick. Okay, it's that's idiosyncrasy. Yeah, syncrasy. Okay, so it is a mode of behavior or way of thought peculiar to an individual. Yeah, phone chargers can be replaced. A distinctive or particular feature or characteristic of a person, place, or thing. And Gracie, thank you. Glad you said that. I'm so proud of you. I love it. I love that. Mine would just say, "Oh, you're welcome," and sit down. Okay. Um, medicine, an abnormal physical reaction. Oh, by an individual. Oh, I read the wrong one. I'm glad, Nicole, you put that though. Um, okay, this is great. Thank you, Nicole. Um, an idiosyncrasy is a peculiar trait, habit, or characteristic that is unique to an individual or thing. And examples include a person's habit of cracking their knuckles while speaking. Everybody think. A machine needing a specific touch to function properly, or even a cultural practice like dancing barefoot at weddings. In essence, idiosyncrasies highlight what makes something distinctive and sets it apart from the norm. I like that. Thank you, Nicole. That is amazing. Yes. I didn't even have that. I like that. Um, okay, so for our schizophrenia, okay, you have the spectrum. It's schizophrenia disorders and psychotic disorders. And these disorders, when you want to get down to the major mental illnesses, this is where they're at. Um, it's it. Let's just say we need more. We need more resources. We need more everything for mental health. These disorders affect how a person perceives and interacts with reality. This is like the top of the pyramid for me because the ones that come after this, I don't. No, I can't say I'm not losing my job. Okay, let's just say I cannot deal with. Um, but schizophrenia may include hallucinations, delusions, disorganized thinking, and reduced emotional expression. I don't know if y'all remember when I said, like Miss Beverly. Do y'all remember when I told you that? All she said for 10 years was one word, Houston. Houston. She'd bowl like she's bowling. She'll say Houston. It's like, for 10 years. That's all she ever said. She never said she liked anything. She wanted anything. And then we sent her she had to be evacuated during Tropical Storm Imelda, and that she had to go up north to a different hospital. And then when we got her back, and they had actually changed some of her medication. And when we got her back, and she's 74 right now, okay, she's fixing to be 75. When we got her back, she walked in, she said, "Where are my pull-ups?" And we were like, we didn't think she would remember us because she's got the worst case of schizophrenia and the worst case of dementia that together I've really ever seen there. Um, but what she did walk in and it said, "I want a SAMSCOLA." She wanted a Sam's Cola. We're like, holy crap. Now she'll tell you exactly what she wants and what she don't want. And she is our queen there. She rules the roost. But anyway, so and then you have schizoaffective disorder, and it features both schizophrenic symptoms and mood disorder symptoms. It's just kind of a mash that they put together. And then the next big thing, personality disorders. Y'all have no idea. And the full moon's tomorrow night. Yeah, y'all have no idea because it's usually 3 days before. Yes, she was on. Yeah, that's her. She's so sweet. I miss her. I have to go see her. Because it's Mother's Day tomorrow, I am gonna get somebody to take me to go see, hand them the roses I got in today. I buy all the ladies roses for Mother's Day. Let's see. So personality disorders. Please raise your hand if you are familiar with those. No, really, if you just let me know. Are y'all familiar with personality disorders? You got borderline personality disorders, which is the most dangerous one out of all of them. You have antisocial. Okay, the one I have is trouble understanding is borderline personality disorder. Oh, Nicole, we would be on the phone for days. What I could teach you. And how you can wrap that up in one little nutshell is it doesn't matter what I'm wanting, what I'm asking. What matters is I'm taking your time away from you when I say so. So therefore, I've got the power and control. There you go. Fear of abandonment, irrational fear of abandonment. I don't think some are irrational fears. Criminal, yeah. Now they've got some medicine now, but I mean, I don't like big pharma, but they've come a long way with it. That's all I can say. They've come a long way with it. Thank God, because it's horrible. Um, so Timbre, you do. I saw you. Okay. Um, Personality disorders involve long-term unhealthy patterns in thinking, behavior, and relating to others. Okay, that I mean, I don't even know how else to say it. I just give me people that suffer from schizophrenia all day long. They're not trying to play you at every circle. I mean, they're not sitting over there plotting against you. And trust me, personality disorders do. Whether you have one or you don't, I'm not apologizing because I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. These are facts. These are not my opinion. I mean, it's my opinion, but it's facts opinion. However, YouTube wants to take it. Um, I'm just reading it. How about that? So borderline, their emotional instability for sure. Intense relationships. And when I say intense, I am the object of that. Okay, of one of mine. So here's what happens. Number one, an irrational fear of abandonment. So they have been abandoned at some point in their life and went into that fight or flight mode. Which, if not taken out of that, and also being diagnosed with intellectual learning disability, it's the IDD. Somebody can look it up. I'm not gonna sit here and try to go over my own words. I have nobody here to say it to me today. I'm tired of getting stuck on it. Yeah, they have DID, but there's IDD, intellectual developmental delay, or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, Brian, it is sad. Yeah, let's see. Tamer said I have a close friend with DID. It's dissociative identity disorder. They've never come out of that mode. Yeah, that's right. No, that happens and it's sad. And Brian, your nephew has schizophrenia. It was really sad when he was lost. Yeah, when he lost who he was. It is the worst. Schizophrenia is not so bad because there are sometimes you can get some good meds that work on it. Haldol being one of the ones that my patients or my residents take. Most everyone has got that diagnosis because it really didn't. But then they get mad because, believe it or not, they've lived with those voices their whole life. And when you take them away with the medicine, guess what happens? They get lonely. Think of a 70-year-old woman that has heard these voices her whole life, and then they're just gone. She's not going to think of that as a good thing, even though we're like, okay, so she's, the negative symptoms are going away. We're trying, if as long as they're not bothering her and telling her to hurt herself or hurt somebody, that's okay to have, I mean, that's what that illness is. You hear things, and it's not in their brain. They're going to tell you it's outside their head, and it's right here, right here. They don't hear it inside their head. So if anybody ever tries to pull that on you, and I have a lot to do, I ask, well, where's it at? Oh, it's in my head. I hear them in my brain. Show me with your hands where you hear 'em. Inside here. Nope, 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 nope. You're not playing me with that one. That is totally false, y'all. Totally false. It's going to be outside. Always it's going to be outside, and they're going to hear them behind their head by their ears. That's that's where they hear. So, yeah, I've had several try to pull that. I'm hearing voices. I want to go to the hospital. Where are you hearing them? Don't work. But borderline personality disorder, their whole entire being. You have to check off like 9 of the things, and I've got so much stuff on there. I'm definitely I'll get it to you. Um, and then I could do a whole thing over just borderline personality disorder. But they're the worst ones of they're the most dangerous because what a borderline personality they get an object, and on this one instance I'm talking about, it's me. And because she lost her father, she lost her mother, she lost her godmother, she has nobody left in her family. So now she's latched on to me because she's there every day with me, or was when I wasn't sick. Um, I mean, it's our every day. So she latched on, and I'm I gave her I did what her therapist told me because I had to go to therapy when she did, and then go after, you know, because I was her support system. And her therapist told me, she said, we don't know what she associates the word mom to, because she lost her biological mom. She lost her godmother that took her in after that. And she's really got a learning disability. She's not as advanced as she should be. She's got intellectual disorders and stuff. But her object is me, and that's okay. I'd rather it be me than anybody else, so they don't have to touch the hell. She, it's not what they're doing. And I keep telling my employees, it's not what she wants. What she wants is to interrupt what you're doing. And no, she did that. That's called power. That's called, you're giving your power. You're giving her something to feed on. Cut it off. Don't tell her when you're through with this. Of course, if it's not an emergency, when you're through with this, um, hey, so yeah, it's fine. When you're through with this, when I'm through, why don't you come back and tell me what you wanted, and we'll go do it. 10 minutes, okay. Thanks, Brian. I'm gonna hurry. I'll probably split this one up. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. 10 minutes, y'all. Brian is doing an open mic, so if y'all want to go over there, when we're gonna go with him and support him, if that's okay. If y'all want to come, that would be great. And then you have antisocial personality disorder and narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder. Why have I said this like 4 times today already? Again. Grandiosity, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. We all know. I think we all know that. Antisocial personality disorder. You're very welcome, Brian. Um, Disregard for the rights of others, often violating social norms. For sociopaths, your psychopaths, and everything else, they're in that personality disorder. You can handle everything but the borderline because they will take it so far, not meaning to. Just like an example, a true example, she put a ace bandage around her neck and then put it, and then puts it on the fence, and she's just sitting there playing on her phone. The thing is, she started leaning forward, and she would have continued if, even though it gave her fuel, we had to save her. We couldn't let her do that. I mean, she was really, after she sat out there and knew nobody was going to come after her, then she started pushing the boundaries where she knew we had to intervene. So how that is what borderline personality does. It's like they're going to go as far as it takes to get your attention, negative or positive, doesn't matter. But it's the most dangerous because you see how far they will go with it, and sometimes, a lot of times, it's too far. You can't get them back, and they don't mean to do it. They're not meaning to do that. Well, hang on. What would you call believing the human race was the worst idea evolution ever spread? Right. Oh my lord, was called a shit show. A best friend was diagnosed with schizophrenia in his late 30s. And that's kind of odd too, because it's usually diagnosed between 20 and 22, right in there. So that's kind of, unless he was just not didn't know it before then. Um, it's usually in their early 20s, so he may not have just gotten diagnosed with it because I know that, like, my sister-in-law never got diagnosed with it until when she did, and she got on the right medication, she's like a whole new person, you know? Um, 25, yeah, it's usually in the 20s right there somewhere, Brian. But he was not the same, was unalive on the street by another as he wandered, lost and confused. It is heartbreaking. Mental health matters. Crazy. That's exactly right. No, you're right. Yeah. There's Brian's link. And yes, Brian, so 25, that's usually when it starts. It's in their 20s, right in their early 20s. I mean, there's exceptions for everything or undiagnosed. You know, they're undiagnosed and they don't make that diagnosis until they're later. They really don't, some don't make that, don't give them that diagnosis just so they can at least start them on some medication that may help them and save them. Unfortunately, what you're talking about is exactly what in usually ends up. And the sad part is some of them nobody ever missed them. That's the human side of what I do. My hospice patients, if it's to that point, I don't leave. 2 weeks, 2 days, it doesn't matter. I stay 24 hours a day right by their bed. I'll sleep in the chair. I don't. I've done that for 21 years. My hospice patients will never be alone when they go. Never. Not unless it's something that I just cannot control. So that is why it's, and they don't want to go to their family's house. I mean, I have people in my place that's been there for such a long time, but they do not have and never had a visit from a family member or a friend ever, like ever. And so what happens is, I know we got to go, Brian, but what happens is it's so freaking sad is when they're dying or we have, when they're put on hospice or if that's not their wish, whatever they want, but family comes out of the woodwork. What? Y'all have no idea how bad I get mad. But then I'm thankful that they at least got to see each other together. They got to see each other sometime before the other one passed on, and it's great for the person. But it doesn't mean that I have to like what the family's done because I don't. Because they literally, we ended up with some of them that came from the hospital. They're all stable. They never, we don't have an emergency contact. We have no way of knowing anything about them except going to do our assessment. And they're there by themselves. They never see anybody for Christmas, any of the holidays. I make sure no one goes without. They all get Christmas gifts. They all get a Christmas party. I don't care if it's the last time I spend or me being a nonprofit. If it's literally going and begging, all the places that we spend a shitload of money on, for groceries and supplies and everything else that takes to run two facilities. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. And if it gets to the part that nobody's like, I see that nobody's actually coming to see them, and I don't know why I get surprised, but I do, and it hurts every year. It hurts every. Thank you, Barbie. Don't mean to be that way. I mean, I'm not. There's some things that have my heart and this is one of them. And because I've seen the damage it can do, and unfortunately, we don't have enough resources. I mean, how can Texas be 50th on the list of mental health resources? Somebody please explain that one to me, because I don't know. I just sick of it. I'm gonna put the rest of this aside and because it's actually gonna take, yeah, I didn't think it was that. It's substance use disorders, then you have your neurodevelopmental disorders, your eating disorders, but and then it just breaks them up. So I will try to get this PowerPoint wherever I find it and get it where y'all can see it in the Facebook group. I'll post it there and then I'll post a link hopefully to the community page. And I know we gotta go. Yeah, guess what? I forgot to say this yesterday. We hit over 1,700 subscribers. I'm so excited. I never thought this would happen. I'm really excited. So growth isn't about changing who you are. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. And very wise words. So on that, I'm going to thank all of you for being here. I really appreciate it. Maybe I can have the slideshow fixed for part two, but we're gonna do part one. I know. Thank you, Nicole. I'm so excited. I really am. Um, okay. Oh yeah, Barbie, hang on. I got to do that, and I don't like doing this. I don't like this. Please, on your way out, if you don't mind, to hit the like and the subscribe, ring the bell, and come back and comment afterwards. Thank you for writing the YouTube fight. I can't stand saying that. Oh, oh, love you, Brazy. Hey, we're done. Facebook Mom, we're going to Brian's channel. We're going to Brian's channel. Can somebody post that link again real quick for Facebook Mom? Brian's got an open mic night, so we're gonna go over there with him. And I think everybody, if you've been in the YouTube world today, I think everybody's exhausted. Just exhausted. I mean, I'm mentally exhausted. I want to go chill. Yes. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you for being here, Nicole. I am going to. I have to get in touch with you. Like, come on. If you're not busy. Okay, Brian, we're coming over. If you're not busy, I've been trying to get a hold of you, and now there you are, Kim. I bet everybody's exhausted. I'm telling you, it's just like a freaking mental exhaustion. So let's go to Brian's and let's just clear our heads and go have fun. So there's the link for Brian. We're gonna go over there and check him out, and just yeah, I really appreciate y'all being here. I did not figure we would have a lot of people on this one because of the day that's been in YouTube land, and everybody's exhausted. Kim, yeah, I mean, really, I'm just like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Not today. I was like, I need my mental health check in. So tomorrow is members only Q&A, but then I'm going to open it up after that to everybody because I don't like that. But there's a reason that y'all have the perks of being that, and I have to follow through with that. And it's been a little. I went back to look at the last members. It's been a while, so just letting everybody know that I will open it up to everybody after it's over. So it's not going to be like let's go all these secret things. There's some legislation I need to talk about too that we need to get on top of. But that's me, 50 things going. I just need to find some. Okay, I need you to help me with this. I need you to help me with this. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. But thank you for being here. Thank you, mods. I appreciate all of you. Please come back tomorrow. I am going to do a live after I haven't put it up yet for a reason, but I am doing a live after the members only. Okay. But there's a reason I'm not going to post it until right before we go on tomorrow because but it will be a live for everybody. I'm just going to keep quiet. I'm going to, for my mental health. Like I said, it's better to be thought of a fool and remain quiet than open your mouth and remove all doubt. So I'm just going to stay quiet, and I'm going to try to make everybody have a better day tomorrow and get all this ickiness away. We're gonna work on some other stuff, positivity. Okay, love y'all. See y'all, Brian.